So after you've been in California and experiencing the rejection, I guess, tell me, explain how things been on the up and up for y'all here in Texas. Like,
Oh, well, there's a different community that I ran into, especially when it comes to poetry.
yeah,
I do a lot of poetry at Wine
okay,
Poetry.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
they
Welcoming, huh?
Yeah, very welcoming. Ever since then, I've been to the poetry lounge and stuff. Comedy's a little different out here, just because everything's so spaced out, and it's very difficult for me to get to certain places and feel satisfied for doing my art. But when it came to poetry, they had a bit more gratification from it, from actually being able to go to being able to show up and having an actual decent crowd, and being able to do your art and have it judged the way you expect it to be judged. So it's just like, okay, this is what I like. I prefer this. So I've been doing more poetry now, but the poetry is different, because most poetry is like black and sad.
Yeah,
and
you got the comedy poetry.
Yeah. I mean, I got the sadness if it's there, but sometimes it's just like, this is too much. So I go to poetry shows and I'm like, yo, hey, yeah, I'm sad and I feel it. Let me come lighten things up and talk about eyebrows or a nice blunt or something like that. Because it just wakens things up.
So I agree, because like my thing is I don't do the sad shit either. I'm gonna inspire you. I want to teach you something. I want to drop some jewels on you. I want to make you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But they got people that get, and you can't knock them, because that's healing for some people.
Right.
For them to talk about what they've been through, and their pain, I get it. But I made a post a while back. Your words are powerful, and like, so when they speaking about that pain so much, it kind of, if they don't be careful with it, they can cause that shit to come back around the corner.
Yeah.
Because they carrying it with them so much. You know what I'm talking about? They got let that shit go. Let it go. And change the frequency. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, teach his own.
Reopening those wounds, man. Leave those wounds closed. You stitched them up for a reason.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But that's another story. So you started doing poetry once you got back into Texas, or you always kind of tapped it?
It was always there. Before I left New Orleans, when I really got into it. The shout out to John LeCarbier. He's the one that's really keeping poetry alive down there.
In New Orleans?
Yeah, icon artist. She's also Tank of the Bangers from Tank of the Bangers.
So you know some poets out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah. I'm real tapped in when it comes to that. I just love art. So when it comes to somebody that's actually chasing that dream, actually in it, and it's like really passionate about it, like I gravitate towards that, because I myself have a podcast. So that those are the people that I love to talk to and just love to have conversation with, just because they don't think like a normal person thinks. So to be able to come out and express yourself with your words, or however you do it, I love stuff like that.
Did you have I think I saw Anno the Poet on your podcast.
Yeah,
that was you. So that was before I met you, but I seen him posting the interview with you.
Yeah.
And once I talked to y'all, like, I think that was old dude. Yeah. So he was on your show. That was your show. Okay.
Very interesting dude.
Fire. How did you connect with Anno?
He's same thing, same way, poet. I met him doing a Bars Fest one night.
Okay.
With Wine Poetry at Rudyard's, and he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I don't know if people was listening to your words.
Just like
I heard you, son." And I was like, "Man, I appreciate that." And ever since then, we've been clicked up. And the things that he's been doing out here in this poetry scene.
Yeah, he didn't take off.
The trajectory of the way that this poetry scene has taken since I've been out here doing it with it, and what they've built and where they're going with it, I'm just happy to be keeping up with it. I'm loving it. The whole wrestling promos that they do for these Bars Fest, these competitions. I mean, slam poetry was one thing, slamming was one thing. I'm like, cool, slamming's cool. I didn't care to be competitive about my things, but when it comes to these Bars Fest,
different, huh?
That's exciting.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
That's like poetry meets battle rap. Type
yeah,
shit,
kind of, sorta. You know, what's your pen work like? That's how that penmanship.
Yeah.
You know?
Would you ever do a bars fest?
Oh, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was almost
Who did you
undefeated
battle?
for quite some time.
Who you went up against?
I mean, I've James Trotter. He's another silly person. Kyle Blue. He
Kyle
was
Blue,
basically they try to pit me with more comedic poet type of poetry. But I've also had Ken Jones. I've also battled him in poetry and in the comedy wars. So it's been so many facets that I'm glad to be a part of. Yeah. I could dabble in both lanes. So it's just like this is exciting. Yeah.